Hey YouTube, welcome back. In today's video, we are going to be looking at autism in boys versus autism in girls. But before we get started, I'd like to take a moment to ask you to please hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. It's true. Unfortunately, most of the research that we have about autism is about young white males. Females, people of color, and minority have been overlooked, leading to a later diagnosis if they ever get a diagnosis at all. Trust me, I kind of feel your pain as I'm in the exact same situation. I wasn't diagnosed until age 44. I've been wandering through my life in my own little cloud. I'm autistic and didn't even know it. Well, my mom knew that something was up, and she took me to all the right places and stuffed their pockets full of money, and they absolutely failed to diagnose me until now. I'm behind my peers, as I haven't even started my career yet, and I'm still looking for my place in the world. I'm very happy to have my diagnosis now, as it makes everything in my life make sense now. Every autistic person on earth deserves a diagnosis and accommodations custom tailored to them. Autistic people have a lot to offer the world. In fact, this YouTube channel is really supposed to document my journey into adulthood and the workplace, as I've been preparing and getting a lot of therapy. Shout out to my therapist Tiffany. Hey girl. We have another delay, as my hands are full of stabbing pains and neuropathy. I'm dropping everything and getting very, very frustrated. Sometimes I lay in bed moaning as the pain is very severe. I even had a very severe flare up last week and ended up in the emergency room again. I saw the neurologist yesterday and it wasn't as good as I was hoping, but in another month or so, they're sending me for a nerve conduction test. Apparently, I'm going to be shocked with electric jolts going up and down my arms so that they can try to pinpoint exactly what nerves are involved with my issues. I was told it's not going to be comfortable, but I have shocks going down my arms anyways, just sitting here, so we need to figure this out so we can fix it if that's possible. I got to get moving as I am very late in the game getting started, but I want to finish the race well, and I want to make a living for myself like everyone else. I want that really, really bad. Again, I need to get started so I can try to earn retirement before my body gives out, as I am unfortunately not getting any younger. That stinks. I'm mentally young, but my body is getting old. Yuck. Stay tuned, because as soon as my hands get fixed, this YouTube channel should really get going. Again, stay tuned, folks. Because most of the research on autism is based on young white males, people who are female or people of color and minority have been grossly overlooked. The research is getting better every day, but not nearly fast enough. Because we're human and this is how we are, we have now swung the pendulum radically in the opposite direction way too far, and we are now genderizing autism as this is how autism presents in boys and this is how autism presents in girls. Of course, it's not that simple, because it needs to be this is how autism presents in people, both male and female. Not everybody has the same traits, as we all have our own individual brand of autism, as I like to call it. I've even had a mental health professional tell me at one point, well, that symptom is more for girls, so that's probably not autism in you. Thank God I now have a psychologist that understands autism better than most health professionals. Autism is their specialty. Some of the traits that I have are considered more for girls. Does that make me a girly man? Whatever. I can mask very well, even though I get lost. While most of my peers in high school were planning their careers and getting ready and prepared to get started, understanding the big picture of growing up was just different for me. I was just masking and trying to make it through the day rather than planning for my future. I didn't get it. Then my 20s went by, my 30s went by, and I find myself today at age 46 trying to get started a little bit late to the party. I can mask very well, and a lot of people think I'm just fine, but I'm not. And I can try to blend in, and I can do it if I have to, but it's absolutely exhausting wearing the mask, and I'm so thankful to be able to just be myself now. I still suffer from burnout sometimes, but not as much as I did, knowing that I can drop that mask. It's like the weight of the world has been lifted off of my shoulders. I'm not competitive with other human beings, as I'm running my own race. Actually, people being competitive with one another, it really bugs me, as we should be working with each other towards common goals. Many times, boys do get diagnosed earlier than girls because their traits are said to be more obvious. They have more repetitive behaviors and have a harder time masking their autism. But that is not always the case, and genderizing autism the way we are now will lead to more people being missed, like me. I'm not going to give an exhaustive list here on this video of the supposed differences between autism in boys and autism in girls. You can look that up, and there's plenty of YouTube videos on that subject. What I'm saying is that if we stick to that rigid list of boys versus girls, or autism in boys versus autism in girls, we're going to miss a whole new group of people, such as myself, who have mix and match traits of both. We really should look at everybody as individuals and understand that even though autism can present different in males versus females, it doesn't always. And the traits can, again, be mix and match. We need to take all of the traits of autism and be open to boys, girls, people of color, and minority having these traits and looking for it in people rather than genderizing autism. The notion that this trait is more for boys and this trait is more for girls will lead to a whole new group of people who are overlooked. Boys can have traits more traditionally assigned to girls, and girls can have traits more traditionally assigned to boys. I think we need to just keep this in mind and have a more gender-neutral approach to diagnosing autism. This way we don't miss more people moving forward into the future. Remember, if you've met one autistic person, you've met one autistic person. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Please hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and I hope to see you in the next video. Have a great day, people.